You've been around race cars for a number of years. Can you tell us how you got started? What was your first interaction? What got you excited for racing?
I've always been keen on motorsport. My history, my own history of motorsport is not that long. It's not as old as I am, that's for sure. I only started racing when I was 55. Ran a business first and brought up kids and led a good life. But it was always keen on motorsport. After 3 years of racing a little Oz truck, the truck was getting a bit old, and I thought I'd need to find a replacement. And that's when I started hunting around for a car to race. I had no intention of doing what we're doing behind us here at the time, but went to America and met with Chaz Howe. When I sit down with you and design a car, he said, well, let's do that. And that's how these cars came about. It's a unique TA2 car to Australia. It's not raced anywhere else in the world. We have more horsepower. It's a lighter car than the American cars. They run a different tyre package, different brake package, different transmission. So we're pretty happy with what we built and designed, and today we have 100 cars in the country. I love the simplicity of the technology. You can repair one of these cars in your garage at home. You don't need fancy tools for working on these cars. And there's plenty of adjustment in the car. You don't need to spend a bucket load of money. Every one of these cars underneath the body are identical to each other. And I think our fastest guy would have been Nathan, I suppose, at Bathurst. He's only 3 seconds or 4 seconds out from a supercar time going around Bathurst. You know, that's fast for that sort of technology. The cars are about 170 grand plus the government's GST. It's a far cry from what they pay for at the top end of town.
One of the attractions about this category is the parts supply truck. Can you tell us about that? What makes that one so special?
Well, we try and keep as many parts as we can in the truck to keep everyone going for the weekend. Because sometimes it's that small part, you know, it might only be a cheap little thing that can ruin someone's weekend. So we try and keep everything we could possibly need. We run an account for all the competitors for the weekend, and just to make it quick and easy to supply whatever they need to keep them going.
So every part, almost?
Almost every part, yeah. So we've got engines, diffs, gearboxes, panels, pads, rotors, every little panel you might need. So yeah, no, we try and keep everything.
So Cam, what is your job title here at TA2 Australia?
My job title is a technical manager for TA2 Racing.
Now what does that mean? What do you do Monday to Friday?
Live TA2 cars. So simply everything from engines, gearboxes, diffs, new cars coming in, parts, phone calls, tech questions, pretty well everything.
Now, is it true that every single engine comes off the container ship, comes through here and you look after it? Is that right?
That's correct. Every engine in all the TA2 cars that are in the country need to come through our workshop here. They'll get pulled apart in here, they'll get assembled, they'll go into our dyno, and then they'll then get put in a crate and sent back to the customer.
And what sort of power do these engines generate?
The 525 horsepower mark, that's our figure we market the engines at, and that's where they need to make. We run on a 2% window, thereabouts, on where we need to be with the power. I mean, obviously to try and get anything less than that, the dollar value gets out of control, and it's just not what we want the category to become.
How about you show me around your
yeah,
palace?
the engine room, the palace. So, I mean, obviously up the end here we've got a heap of shelving with components on with engines and gearbox stuff that's coming in the part. You know, we're put a new diff tube in the diff housing here, so we're just checking to make sure it's straight. Parts room over there behind us, and we've got the trusty old dyno in the room over there.
They're a barrel of fun. Because they're awesome. Like, why wouldn't you choose TA2?
Great people.
Because everyone's a family. It's an awesome environment, good racing, fast cars. Yeah, good to be a part of.